Hola y bienvenido a Sports by Jack for October 17, 2010. After a long bout with bronchitis and what Caucasian people call the itis, Sports by Jack is back. Attention, attention, it looks like hell just froze over because the Leafs have started 4-0. Yes, 4-0 for the first time since 1993. And who's leading the way? The usual suspects like J.S. Giguère and Phil Kessel and Thomas Kaberle. But wait, there's a few names that we don't know about as much that are killing it so far, namely Tim Brent and Clark MacArthur. Now, Tim Brent's had one or two good games, and over the last two games hasn't really ended up on the score sheet as much, but he is making an impact in terms of what you expect from a third or fourth line forward to do for your team. Plus, you've got Clark MacArthur with 5 goals in 4 games. Jigga what? Jigga who? Jigga Clark MacArthur, that's who. Can't believe it. 17 goals, career high. This guy's on pace for 100 right now, which obviously is not going to stick. But he could get 20 to 30 this year, which is a bargain basement deal for the Leafs considering they signed him for practically nothing from Atlanta. Now the real question is, can the Leafs continue this streak? Now obviously they're not going 82-0, and they're not going to win the Eastern Conference with teams like Washington and Pittsburgh in the mix. But can they win the Northeast Division? Now let's see, they've got Boston, Buffalo, Ottawa, and Montreal. They've beaten Ottawa and Montreal so far, and I think over the long term of the season they are better than both those teams. Carey Price is a question mark, and Daniel Alfredsson and Jason Spezza, they don't have the grit or the toughness to do what it takes to get to the Stanley Cup Finals or really dominate beyond the basics of a regular season. So I would put the Leafs ahead of those two teams right now. Then you look at Boston and Buffalo. Buffalo has struggled, but they have Ryan Miller, and they have speed on their team, and I don't expect them to struggle during these kinds of 5-game stretches the way they are right now. Lastly, you've got the Bruins. The Bruins' success largely depends on the success of Tuukka Rask. And no offense to Tuukka Rask, he is a good goalie. The Leafs should have probably never really traded him. But I think at this stage in their careers, I would take J.S. Giguère over Tuukka Rask, even though Tuukka Rask is on his way up, and J.S. Giguère's best years probably have passed him already. Enough of me talking, it's time to find out what you think. Do you think this run by the Leafs will last? Do you think that they'll win the Northeast Division? Or do you think it's just a bunch of Leaf fans like myself hyping it up? Leave your comments below. Please do subscribe. You've been listening to another episode of Sports by Jack. And if you're not watching my channel, then you don't know jack about sports, baby.